to BumbleKast Live. I'm your host, Ian Finn, the Bumble King, and joining me as always is my live co-host, Kyle, JCRB Kraus.
Oh, we're live. We're very live. It's early in the month, but we're here anyway. We're live. So hello.
We are live. We are not grounded in any sense of the word.
No.
Positively electric with energy.
Good old Ian Finn is here. And we've got...
Yep, I'm glad I mispronounced my name first thing out of the gate, starting off the show strong.
I didn't even notice. I took the chat bringing it up for me to notice.
I know someone would, but anyway, welcome to the early edition of BumbleKast Live. In case you are new, big thank you to Jennifer R. for managing the questions. Big thank you to Kathy for managing social media. Big thanks to JR Unbound, who's going to be doing all the timestamps. What a hero. Please limit yourself to one question at a time. Wait for it to be answered, then ask your next one. We'll try to get one of everybody if we can. Super chats will get priority, and if for some reason we can't get to you all, they will be rolled over to the next available recording session. And I think that's it.
Yeah,
Oh, and one last thing. One last thing. If you are listening to this live, the Sonic birthday bash happening in the Greater Toronto area is tomorrow. So if you happen to be in the GTA, come on over, say hi. I will be there along with voice actor from Sonic Prime, Davin Mack.
Oh, okay. You met him before, right?
Super cool dude.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, you know him. I think you know him. We're aware.
Yeah, I was doing a show a bit ago, and he came up and he was like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm like, "Hi, how are you?" This is a normal interaction between two people at a show. He goes, "I'm Devin Mack," and I'm like, "I know that name."
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're Devin Mack.
Okay.
I'm like completely fanboyed out on him, and I think he was like, "Why are you fanboying out on me, dude?" And I'm like, so
yeah. Yep, I remember
I have
that.
zero chill.
I remember that. Well, that's funny.
I'll try to be better this show.
I don't know.
Mr. Mack, if you're listening, I said I'd try. I don't know if I'll accomplish it.
Oh, well. What we will accomplish is hopefully answering some questions. Maybe not answering them well, but we will answer some questions.
Yep.
We have many already. So let's go ahead and get into it, starting off with this one from Red Rebel. If you were to have an X-Men book where you used a team consisting of 5 mutants of your choosing, who would be your picks?
I have spent entirely too much time on this question myself. I go round and round and round on it, and then I'll pick up the latest issue and it's like, oh, that's where everybody is now? Well, got to rethink everything because, this internal fanfic has to be lore accurate.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of divided. What I usually come back to is one of two approaches. Number one, the original 5 coming together after so much time. How they've grown as individuals, the highs, the lows. What is it that is special between these 5? How can they come together and prove that they are the best of the best? These are the first 5 that Charles chose. Why? What is it about them that makes them so iconic? The other direction would be to pull from X Factor to find kind of analogs to those 5 and play with the idea of what do you do with the discount versions?
Okay.
Havoc for a long time has grappled with being Kirkland brand Cyclops. And I feel like that character has surpassed that. He had the last time I read anything. Who knows where he is now. So I wouldn't want to necessarily retread old ground, but Havoc, Polaris, maybe Strong Guy, maybe Ron. God, I can't remember her code name now. But take the characters that are kind of conceptually derivative or came later, put them in the roles of like the superstars and see how they handle things as the underdogs.
Okay. See, you can do either way. You can go either way. You can go for the classic team or just to create something completely brand new, your own.
Well, the third option would be to like dredge the absolute bottom of the barrel, find the ones that nobody has ever touched because they were a bad idea or just a poorly executed idea or nobody liked them,
Uh-huh.
and put all of my effort into making them super cool, lovable characters that everybody wants to see in the next animated thing,
Uh-huh.
so that they can be, relegated to the trash bin once the next writer takes over.
Right.
Oh my god, you made this character so cool. Too bad the next writer killed them off in their first issue. Comic books.
Not so surprising, Wouldn't be the first time you've done that. Although you don't usually have someone take over after you to kill off the people you reintroduce. Usually you have to do that yourself. Oh well. Here's one from William C. If you adapted Star Fox into a comic book, would there be a spin-off Babies called Star Kit with Peppy Hare as the adult caretaker? This is a very specific scenario you've asked for, William C. You're always asking these very specific scenarios.
My initial reaction is to recoil at anything Muppet Babies-esque. But you put Peppy in the role of nanny, and just having all of the pilots be a bunch of bratty, obnoxious children, like having dogfights by throwing blocks at each other in the playroom, could be funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm actually enjoying this concept more than I want to admit freely publicly in a recorded session.
Can't let you chew that, Star Fox. I killed him.
Falco says, "Go away, you ain't my buddy," and it turns into a whole episode about how words can hurt and we need to be nice to our friends.
About friendship, yep.
Oh, God. I don't hate this.
No, it's funny.
All right, if I gun to my head, I had to do this project, I would have fun with it. I would.
It is funny. It is very fun. It'd be adorable. Terrible, but adorable.
Do a barrel roll, but not near the stairs, Fox. How many times I gotta tell you? Stay inside the baby gate, dadgummit.
Good. Chaos Wind asks, how would you write Biometal O if given the chance? A secret, mysterious Mega Man, the title, not the guy, separate from all the rest. An inner demon, a new base figure for AL/Vent, maybe?
Biometal X?
Biometal O. I don't think there is a Biometal O. There's a Model O. Okay. Based on Zero.
See if I can see this quick.
Is Biometal Zero or Biometal O? I'm not sure what they're... Omega for Zero. Yeah, it's Zero. It looks almost identical to Zero.
Okay. Sorry, what was the core question again? How would
you write Biometal O if given the chance? A secret, mysterious Mega Man, the title, not the guy, separate from all the rest. An inner demon, a new base figure for Ale and Vent, maybe?
Maybe I would need to deep dive into the lore a bit for better context. Biometal Omega.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. I'm not immediately familiar with Omega and all that. I know passingly, but I need to research that one again. But Omega was a big deal from what I remember. Like, quite the powerful beastie. So having a biometal of that should be a big deal.
Well, it's Zero from Mega Man Zero, basically. It's modeled after him. So
it's modeled after him, yeah, but it was more than just that. I mean, it was something of such power that only Zero could stand up to it. And Omega existed before taking on Zero's form, from what I remember. It's the character, the essence, the power, not so much the Zero-esqueness.
Okay,
So
okay. You're thinking of the Mega Man 03 version. This is I believe this is referring more to the Mega Man ZX version.
this is established. This is a real thing.
Yes.
Oh, well
I'm
then, see,
looking right at the Mega Man knowledge base page for Model O right now, or Model 0.
okay. Well, in that
Yeah.
case, yeah, here I'm theory crafting, and it's already been done. Such is my life. I'd have to do a deep dive on that. I don't know off the top of my head how that biometal is characterized, utilized, and how best to spin off on it.
Oh, you wanting to do things accurately. Whatever. Whatever.
BumbleKast is for entertainment purposes only. It doesn't have to be accurate.
I don't know if she could even I don't know if anyone could even hear that, but
I kind of heard it.
I did. I
okay.
did.
Okay. I don't know how well that came through.
I understand that we're just doing whatevers, but I
Yeah.
have a bad enough time talking myself into a corner as it is.
Yeah. Jen is back here talking to me, talking into this mic somehow, picking it up. I don't know.
I'm loud.
She's
Jen
way
will
over
not
there.
be denied. She will not be contained.
She's way over there, and yet.
Really?
Anyway. Chaos Dustin Steam asks, "Hello there. My question is kind of odd. Is there ever something you wish you had encyclopedic knowledge of? It can be fictional and or something in real life, like all the recipes in the world."
Ooh, that'd be fun.
How about
going back to
all the biometals from Mega Man CX?
That would be useful. Really, the answer is everything. More knowledge is not necessarily a bad thing. The application of it is where you get in trouble, but being able to know things, I would love to have access to all of it. Going back to X-Men, one of the powers that I wish I could have out of that whole slew of crazy stuff is Cypher's ability to know any language. To
That would be very handy.
immediately fluent. I would love that. To be able to converse with everyone and anyone in their native tongue. That would be exquisite.
Yeah, that'd
But
be very useful.
Encyclopedic knowledge, I would want everything, to be perfectly honest. I want all the useless trivia. I want all the useful information. I would love to be omniscient, basically.
You heard it here first. Ian Flynn desires to be a god.
Oh, who does it? Kyle, come now.
I don't. I'm too lazy. I don't need that much. I don't need that much power.
You could be one of the Grecian gods then. You know,
Danger.
they're sacrificing all sorts of things to you, and you're like, eh.
Dangerous. Yeah, not worth it. Not worth it.
You could be a cameo in Hades.
Not worth it.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. Comic the Hedgehog asks, "Slappy Squirrel joins the Golden Girls. How go?"
It's just an episode of the Golden Girls, and there's 5 of them.
Basically, yeah. One of them's animated. That's it. Nothing changes.
It's the most happy and natural she's been in anything. You know, they're catty, they're a little taboo,
Yeah.
and we are all friends in the end. I mean, shoot, you could just take any episode of the Golden Girls, Roger Rabbit in a bit of Slappy whenever there's like a down moment,
Probably.
and it would play out just fine.
Probably. You wouldn't even notice. Wouldn't even make much of a difference. Yep. They wouldn't even acknowledge that she's a cartoon anthropomorphic squirrel.
No.
It's just normal. Just like everything else. Oh man. This is great. I like that one. Uncle Venus is back. Based on a joke Ian made last month, how is the Star Fox team dealing with Falco's constant vaping? I don't remember you making this joke, but
I was critical of his characterization and his looks.
oh right, that's right. Okay, he dropped his vape
Suggesting
in
the
the
origin, yeah.
when in. Okay, it looked like he dropped his vape and was looking for it in the new intro to the new Star Fox. Okay, that's right. I remember now.
Yeah. So, in my mind, ultimately, the Star Fox team kind of lets everybody do their own thing so long as you show up on time and don't get shot down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Peppy doesn't approve of it, but he's not going to say anything because he didn't like this scoundrel being on the team to begin with. Fox brought him on, and Fox runs the team. He owns the ship. So, Fox doesn't care as long as he shows up on time and shoots things down. They don't get along anyway. And, if Falco just happens to be a little too flighty to hit the marker and Fox gets more kills, then we see who the better pilot is, don't we, Falco?
A little too flighty because he's a bird.
And then Slippy's annoyed that, it just makes everything stink in the cockpit and he's tired of cleaning it out. But, that's what he does. That's his job. He makes everything work. Despite some people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then Falco just kind of goes, whatever.
Oh man, the canopy opens on the R-wing and a puff of freaking cloud of vape smoke comes out. Gross.
Yeah, man, something was like wrong with the G diffuser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Of course. All right. Let's switch over to some super chats from very nice people who are sending in super chats. Thank you. This one's from Cameron D. Is there a tolerance/line when it comes to fan material, such as theories that are widespread or just flat out accepted, or material that is so far out that you can enjoy it without concern?
It will vary from person to person and from creation to creation. There's no hard set rule. Yeah. At least for me, there's not an industry standard anywhere.
Now, some people will straight up take ideas for stuff on Twitter and be like, "Yeah, I'll put it in there."
I flying
a little close to the sun with that, but
yeah, well,
not everyone has someone so litigious involved in the franchises they work on, so
And some folks don't have scruples. I make it public that I try to avoid as much as I can to avoid such discussion in general, and I keep myself to it for the protection of everybody else. There are a lot of creative people out there, and I don't want to accidentally take from them.
Yeah.
How much would it suck that you have this cool idea, and if you had your one shot, you could make it work, and then this weird fat guy online just happens to take your idea and do it before you can?
Rude.
Drive me up the wall. So no, I generally try to avoid stuff and just being considerate for everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
This has led me to the conundrum with Drogoon stuff, where I desperately want people to enjoy it and iterate on it and have fun with it. And I want to enjoy their enjoyment. But what happens when they start to be creative with it? Like right now, it's all been really cool one-to-one art and stuff. But what do I do when they start making up their own stuff? I'm going to have to draw a line somewhere, and that's going to be weird.
Yeah. I'm being told in the chat that defining the line makes it harder for people to ignore the line. As in, if you defined it closer, they'd be more likely to try and skirt around it.
Fair enough. And
so
that's the thing, is some folks would observe it more, and I would appreciate that. Others, which we have had on the show for quite a while now, try to be clever
would see it as a
and
challenge.
technically not cross the line, and
Yeah.
I really don't appreciate that. So
Yeah.
generally speaking, very generally speaking, if this is something that is not like set in stone, officially canonical, that could be taken to any degree creatively, I try to avoid it. Because
Yeah.
even the most absolutely bonkers idea might have a kernel of potential in it. And I don't want to accidentally take somebody's, fumble and run all the way to the end zone with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not to get too far into it, but back in the Archie days, there was a pitch I put in for a story arc that I did specifically to get vetoed as a joke option, and that's the one the editor
That's
picked.
the one. Yeah, that's the one you had to do. Yep.
So, someone on the show says, "What if we had something crazy like Muppet Babies, but with Star Fox?" And it's like, no, actually, that bonkers idea could work.
Uh-huh. Could work. Could work. Could. This is not a challenge, Nintendo. Or maybe is it? I don't know. If it means you'll hire Ian, I guess, well, I don't know.
There's your Andros paw. Ian wants to work on Star Fox. It's Muppet Babies.
You'd still do it. All right, here's one from KB. Thoughts on the Shrek 5 trailer that dropped a few days ago? I still don't mind Shrek's new look.
It's weird, right? Like, something's different about him and Donkey, but I can't put my finger on it. Like, they're recognizably those characters, but there's something different about the design, and it's off-putting. Like it's more angular, or I can't define it. But there's something in the redesign that just is not quite right.
Yeah, I don't know. There's it's
I mean, it's not necessarily bad. The animation seems bouncy and fluid enough. And again, they're recognizable as their characters. It's just there's something amiss.
Yeah,
Like,
I can't even tell which
the
ones of these that I'm looking at are actually the real thing and not just ones that people have AI generated or edited on their own.
More so, the trailer kind of got on my nerves, where the whole premise is, hey, remember all the stuff from the previous Shrek franchise that we're going to run that joke into the ground?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Donkey's annoying. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's the joke you're leaning on for the whole trailer. We're doing this bit how many times? And at the same time, I don't want a trailer to give away everything. That's obnoxious too. But if your point is to show how funny the movie is, and your joke is Donkey's annoying, and has always been annoying, it's give me something else. Give me another thing to laugh at. Something, anything. Come on, please.
I didn't even know there was a new trailer, so I have no idea. I just know that there was the new design of Shrek revealed a little while ago, and it looked weird. Didn't look quite right. But, I mean, it's not nearly as egregious as some other character redesigns we've seen. But, but still, it's like, what's going on? Something weird's going on.
You compare it to the other movie in this general franchise, when they reveal the new Puss in Boots with that art style, it's like, oh, how charming and fun. I'm on board. They show Shrek 5 and I'm like, something's wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. All right, here's another super chat from Chocolate Watermelon. Which decade has been your favorite?
Probably the aughts.
I think the last decade I didn't have a point where I felt completely miserable was the 90s. So, yeah. We'll go with that one.
the aughts were where I kind of found myself and came into my own, and my career started, and I met my wife, and I made a lot of great friends.
Yeah.
And there's some bad moments, sure, but though, got my own place, that's where I felt the most alive and confident in moving forward.
Yeah. There were certain things about the 2000s that I could take or leave. But there were also certain things about it that I would definitely want to keep. So, maybe that one, but probably the 90s, which is terrible because you'd think things would get better, but oh well.
The Matrix had it right, man.
Yeah. Anyway, we got one from Strawberry. Hey, Ian, let me get a 6-piece order of chicken nuggets.
All right, what sauce do you want with that?
Very saucy. All the sauce.
Well, I know Straub is saucy. What sauce does she want for her nuggets?
Okay. You okay, yeah. I mean, you've slung chicken for a little while there, so you should know.
I know, and we have to ask. Look, you're holding up the line. What sauce do you want with your order, ma'am?
The chat is saying give Straub a ranch, but Straub is not saying so.
Okay, whoa.
Let's see. Don't do that.
I can act as impatient as I want, but I'm not forcing ranch on anybody's chicken nuggets.
Don't give that to her. Don't give her that. I mean, I like ranch, but
you can have it, but
not like Nova. Well, not like Nova where I want ranch necessarily, but I'll take it. Straub is not here, I guess. What is she doing? She's not here. Oh well.
All right, please pull ahead into parking space 2. We'll bring your order to you next.
Yep. All right. We're going back to standard questions. Here's one from Brody G. What if Earth was located in the Lilat system during the events of Star Fox 0/64? How would we deal with Andros and his army? Or are we boned? Yeah, I think we're screwed.
Oh, absolutely boned.
Yeah, we're screwed.
We still have trouble putting things up into orbit. Just the other day, a rocket exploded. They have interplanetary travel.
I'm being told that we're Katina. Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah, we're screwed.
They have aircraft that are able to freely enter and exit the atmosphere and then travel between planets within the single star system on a single tank of gas. We ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
They have concentrated energy weapons. We still shoot bullets. That monkey has hands the size of airplanes.
Could Star Fox save us? Yeah, some of us, maybe.
Yeah.
But
eventually. Depends on which route he takes.
Yeah, that's a good point because they may not come this way. Oh man, that would suck. Oh man. Here's one from Legendary Existence 04. Congratulations, Mr. Flynn. Toho has chosen you to be in charge of a new standalone Godzilla movie. What sort of story will you tell featuring the King of the Monsters? Also, Kyle is there too. In the movie or in the or
Yeah, you're in the movie.
I'm
now.
in
You're
the movie
Godzilla's
or helping with the movie, helping Ian with the what am I doing?
Nope, you're in the movie. You're Godzilla's best friend. You're like the one person Godzilla makes a point of not stepping on, and nobody knows why.
Okay.
And you really don't want to be involved. You don't want to be anywhere near the radioactive lizard. You kind of want to just go back to bed. But like the military's after you, the aliens are after you. Everyone wants to understand your secret power. And you're like, please leave me alone. Why?
I'm being told that I'm in the suit. What? It's hot in there.
That's the surprise twist at the end. is that you're standing in front of the green screen on top of the building, and then Godzilla finally just looks at you, reaches down to the base of his neck, pops the head off, and it's a giant you.
Oh no. Horrifying.
You wake up Inception style going, ah! And you shoot a fiery laser out of your mouth.
Go full Evangelion on everything. Oh boy.
Mothra rolls over in bed next to you. What's wrong, darling?
Ah!
We finally do the first ever live video stream of BumbleKast. You ready for a normal day? I'm actually geeking.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew
Same
it.
voice and mannerism. It's just geeking.
Yeah, yep. Terrible. Oh well. All right, Mr. Saturn has a question. Heard you think the Wii menu is too minimalist, an unpopular opinion from what I know. Do you prefer the menu and UI and aesthetics of the 3DS and Wii U then?
Trying to remember what they were.
The
think so.
Wii U was basically the same as the Wii.
Same thing.
Very similar, except it had the plaza with all your Miis on it.
Yeah, no, I don't. Maybe the
thought that-
3DS is what I'm thinking of.
The 3DS is also pretty similar to the Wii. Like, they're not all that different.
Yeah, but I feel like maybe I'm completely talking out of my butt here, but
They're
I seem to
all
remember
squares.
the 3DS had. Yeah, but it was like a little harder edged, a little more compartmentalized.
I mean,
more like you were looking at like a solid library rather than. I don't know. It's been so long.
I mean, it had folders. But, yeah, I mean, they weren't all that different. I don't know. I think it's a pretty good look, but it's certainly less minimal and bare bones than the Switch menus.
Oh, yeah, the Switch menu is awful. It's the Breath of the Wild scroll to the left thing. No, it's atrocious.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's horribly boring. I don't know. They went with a very sterile feel for that. So, oh well.
And, they had in the options menu, pick your theme. Oh, there's only 2 now at launch, but I'm sure they'll add more later.
Nope. I'm pretty sure there's still only 2 on the Switch too. At least that's thematically appropriate because it's the Switch too.
The illusion of choice.
Yes. You can get one UI that sucks, and you can get another UI that sucks and sears your retinas. Yay!
Do you want a theme that is blank or more different blank?
Yeah. Basically. Anyway, Mr. Runadan asks, the monarchs get isekai'd into the world of My Hero Academia. What would his thoughts on UA be, and how would an encounter between the monarch and the League of Villains go?
God, I want this. I want this so bad. It's not going to be... I guess within Venture Brothers' world, you don't necessarily have higher education devoted to heroes and arches. That's more of a adult occupational thing. So he'd be extremely annoyed and indignant that there's government-funded indoctrination boxes for these kids. Gonna wipe a whole generation. But no, he'd be completely on board with the League of Villains. Thinks the name's a bit on the nose, but who is he to judge? Also, aren't you guys a little young? Shouldn't you be going out and playing hooky or something? And that's when he just gets absolutely beat up by these adolescents with incredible powers.
Man. These teenage mutant ninja people.
I don't know if he would be able to fake it enough to win Shigaraki over for a time, or if Shigaraki would see through him immediately. Both are hilarious scenarios. But once he encounters All for One, that's all she wrote. He's a dead man.
Well then. Let's go over back to some super chats. Andrew B asks, Flintheart Gold acquires a zombie army with which he uses to attack Scrooge McDuck and company, and the only person in the way of the zombie army is Leon S. Kennedy. There's no question here.
You
but
may be so confident because nothing ever bad happens to the Kennedys, but I got a whole zombie army. What do you have? A crowbar? A chainsaw? Let's see. Oh, good. He's coming right through him. For pity's sake, bite that man. That's all you can do. It's not that hard. Get me. Now he's... What's he got over there? Is that a bloody sniper rifle? Holy God! Retreat! Retreat! Take a shot! Retreat!
Oh no. Danger. Danger.
Leon takes him out at 100 yards. Loads another shell. Looks like that Scotsman just got killed.
Thanks, Leon. Oh, Leon. Gosh. Just the difference of him between Resident Evil 9 and Resident Evil 2. It's like, wow, things have really changed. Like, I know it went a little bit off the rails in Resident Evil 4, but Resident Evil 9 really amped it up and really just went full on action hero with him, didn't they? It's hilarious.
I would argue 4 already went that route. 9 just leaned into it.
Well, yeah, that's true. But yeah, 9 really leaned into it hard. But yeah, it's just funny. Anyway, Brett F asks, Code Lyoko is a French 2D CGI show where teens fight an AI in a virtual world inside a supercomputer in a factory. It ran from 2003 to 2007 for 95 episodes. It was recently announced the show's returning with everyone returning. Any thoughts?
Oh, wow.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I never watched Code Lyoko. The art style put me off back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know anything about the stats. That's a very respectable runtime, and they got everybody back for the revival. That's super cool.
That's pretty impressive, yeah.
So I don't know if that's enough for me to want to like catch up and jump on board, but if you are a Code Lyoko fan, I'm super stoked for you guys. That's awesome.
Was the original 3D animated? That's what I'm
feel like
seeing, but I thought there was a 2D one too at some point, or am I? Okay, it was both. It was both.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I thought it was 2D and then they had 3D segments or like 3D set pieces.
Okay, apparently it's both. Okay. Well, that's interesting. The 3D parts look very plain background, like they're all just in the void, which I guess kind of makes sense. Yeah. I wonder if they would keep that, or if they would actually make it a little more detailed. And now that things have changed in the last 20 years, or if they're still going to keep it that minimalist aesthetic. That'd be interesting.
Maybe you can find a happy middle ground. Keep it minimalistic, but like give the voids a bit of a texture.
Right, yeah. I could see that. And I'm being told we don't talk about the live action one. Didn't know there was one.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Code Leo, no.
Yeah. Oh boy. Don't bring that one back. Anyway, Anime Hunter 23 asks, you get to work on an animated season 3 of Gargoyles. What storyline would you suggest that would feel like it would gel with the previous?
I don't know off the top of my head because I don't think anybody wants a retread of the Goliath Chronicles. And the comic that was done by, shoot, who did the comic? Was it Dynamite? Was it Boom? Oh, God, this was years ago.
For the Gargoyles comic?
Yeah, Greg Weisman wrote it. It was supposed to be like the season 3, more or less, ignoring the Goliath Chronicles. It took some elements of Goliath Chronicles and remixed it, and it certainly felt a little more like Gargoyles proper, but then from what I remember, the series kind of tried to do too much in comic form too fast.
Yeah,
And I
okay.
kind of
That was Dynamite.
fell off of Dynamite. Okay.
Yep.
And I remember falling off when they were doing some kind of asynchronous storytelling that's like, this doesn't flow as a comic. Like maybe this would work in animation, but you're not dealing in animation. You're doing comics. And then they started doing spin-offs, but they didn't have the budget to go full color, and then it fell apart. So what to do with season 3? Okay, season 2 ended with truce between Xanatos and Goliath. The clan was back at Castle Wyvern. Goliath and Elisa had finally committed. And the gargoyles were outed. Everybody knew they existed. So that was where we were. God, it's been so long. I guess at this point you would really need to invent a new antagonistic force, because Cyberdyne was on the gargoyle side, Xanatos was on their side, Oberon and all the Fae were generally on good terms with them. So maybe, okay, since it's the merger of the two worlds, the fantastical and the modern day of 1990 Manhattan, go with that theme. You know, the gargoyles are being forced to be more integrated into this modern world. The modern world is having to accept that gargoyles are real and that the fantastic exists today. This would put the other clans that were met during the Avalon journey in a bit of a bind, because now people are actively looking for them. And you could potentially have peace, but let's bring in one of the Fae, one of Oberon's children, who really wants to stir the pot and aligns themselves with, what was the bad guy group that they used in Goliath Chronicles and in the comic? Was it the Stonemasons? Stonebreakers? One of them starts messing with them, giving them the power they need to actually cause trouble. And so you have the two warring factions, both with the theme of the fantastical and the mundane in tandem, but one is working to survive and integrate and thrive, and the other is looking to tear it all down.
Apparently the Gargoyles comics are still ongoing with Dynamite, and there's a new run that serves as a season 4.
I thought they were canceled.
And then there's a prequel book called Gargoyles Demona. So, yeah.
Well, shoot, I have some reading to do. Add it to the file.
Came back in 2022, apparently. And
okay.
There's still some stuff ongoing with that, I guess. Sounds like.
I wonder if Wiseman's still involved.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Looks like it.
Huh. All right.
Again, written and overseen by Greg Weisman. That's what I'm seeing here. Pretty cool. Alrighty. Back to standard questions for a bit. This one is from Oppressed SVTOFE fan. Since Susie Deltarune, tomorrow, refers to the Queen's plan to turn Noelle's face into a giant robot as roboticization, what would the roboticized fun gang, Noelle and Bergley, look and behave like? Who's Bergley? Are they
Birdly
related?
is the smartest person in the classroom. Thank you very much.
Are they related to Birdly?
Great of you to make a joke out of the misspelling Kyle, but everyone knows who it's supposed to be.
It is Birdly? Okay. Because I'm looking at Burgley, and that's just a castle in somewhere in England.
A castle would be befitting of Birdly. Whatever.
Yes. It's a pretty cool castle, but man, yeah, it's just literally straight up a castle.
Who came up with that voice? Was that Jacksepticeye that I'm stealing from? Anyway.
I don't know, but yeah, good old Falco.
I mean, generally robotization like took away any kind of personality, so that would be saying they would all be just automatons, but that's not fun.
That's not any fun, no.
We got to go like it takes their core trait and just makes it worse. So basically Berkeley in the Dark World, that's him already. We're gonna go Snowgrave route for Metal Noel. Mecha Noel? How do you want to phrase? Mecha Noel. Because that's heartbreaking, terrifying.
Oh man.
Susie just turns into that one Maverick out of Mega Man X. Oh, what was his name? The Flaming Tyrannosaurus.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember his name, but yeah.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Lots of teeth, lots of claws, lots of fire. Susie would be all about it. And Susie already doesn't have inhibitions, so it doesn't really change her at all. Mecha Susie's just ready to tear things up and look cool doing it.
Okay, that's right. Burn Dino Rex. That's it.
Burn Dinorex. Ah!
Yeah.
It was something great like that.
Yeah.
Ralsei can't be transformed for some reason. Question marks, lore implications. And Chris becomes just like this sleek metal android thing with the same color scheme, but is even more emotionless and ruthlessly efficient and a little scary.
Yeah. That sounds about right for Chris, honestly. So. Freaky. All right, Dustin P asks, Ian, if DC were to ask you to write for one of their characters outside of the crossover, would you prefer to write something in the mainline canon or a separate Elseworld story?
I'd be happy with anything, honestly. Elseworld would be a little more liberating because it's an Elseworld. You can do whatever you want. But at the same time, I think the continuity has been reset so many times that I wouldn't necessarily be as afraid of making sure I got things right because it may get rebooted in a few months. Who knows? The one thing I would be intimidated with is the Absolute line because that thing is huge. People love that, and the expectations for it are super high. So I would want to have a real solid idea on whatever Absolute title. That's not something I feel like I could wing. That's something I need a plan for. Everything else, editorial help, I could figure it out. What is their current marketing direction and what has been done recently with the characters? What can we do that's new and fun? But Absolute feels like it's got a lot of momentum behind it. And that one's intimidating. It could be done, but that one I don't feel as confident just jumping in the deep end with.
All right, Ian. Let's go ahead and do a reset on your interface real quick because it's fritzing out a bit, and it's finally getting to a point where I'm like, all right, let's change that. Let's fix that. Let's reset.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
Okay, you're back. Okay, good.
BumbleKast Live lives on.
Yay! Technical issues live. I can't cut them out later. Yay! Oh well. Oh well. These are the things we put up with to bring this show to you, the people listening. Heel Navi asks, Don't Luther and Joker follow Guild OCI style arching guidelines? Why'd you have Lex plunder the Batcave, Ian? Does it not count as arching Bruce if he spends the night with a Selena cosplayer?
Look, the guild guidelines are not hard and fast rules. They're guidelines. It's like the pirate code.
Yes. More like guidelines than actual rules.
And plus, they're super villains. If they adhere to a particular set of laws, they're law-abiding citizens. That's antithetical to what their entire purpose is.
It's a good point.
On the other hand, I can see Joker being like an absolute stickler for guild rules just because that's funny. The agent of chaos nitpicking everything to the finest minutia.
Well then.
Joker, how dare you? You audited me last month, but today you're in flagrant violation of Rule 37A.5. I know, Lex, isn't it hilarious?
Well, there is such a thing as lawful evil.
You have to set up the punchline before you make the actual joke, Lex. Don't make me explain it.
Anyway, Charming Magician asks, what if Shantae was part of the Dragon Ball universe? Plus GT or Super?
Can't she be?
I mean, why not? Shantae can do anything she wants as far as I'm concerned.
There's magic in the Dragon Ball universe. There's alternate dimensions in the Dragon Ball canon.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I don't see why
not. She does the little dance for the monkey transformation, but it happens to be under a full moon, so she's a giant Urazu in the outfit.
Oh no.
Who's doing a little dance, except it's a very big dance.
Yes. Oh boy. She
put some actual style in the fusion dance. Let me tell you what.
Yep. Yeah, Risky Boots is very screwed. It's true. Anyway, Bonobobot asks, how would you feel about a fighting game with Sega and Capcom characters? Oh, we've talked about this several times. I think it would be great.
Yeah. Why hasn't it happened yet? Come on.
Yeah, I know. This is very weird. Where is Sega versus Capcom? It literally should make itself. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's like the only major arcade fighting game company that Capcom hasn't really crossed over with. And in fighting game fashion, at least. It's very strange that it hasn't happened.
It's Sega versus Capcom, but Arxis makes it.
I mean, I'll take it.
I mean, I want that faux sprite look more than anything.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, is this supposed to be a bad thing? And I'm being asked, can Puyo characters join? Well, Arle has to be there, so yes.
If the question is, can character from company be there? The answer is yes.
Yes.
How would it make sense? I don't know. I'm not a game dev.
I do
but
believe
they should be in there.
I do believe Arle has killed a person, so canonically. So I mean, why not?
Pick your fighter, and if there's a character or a rep that wouldn't really make for a good fighter, make them a summons.
Yeah.
A tag in real quick. The Choo Choo and the Neko, you pull them in for a multi-hit low combo. Pop them out of nowhere. Boom. Pop them in the air. Launch. Follow up. It can work.
Yeah.
Bunch of Puyos fall from the sky to smush somebody. It would work.
Yeah. I don't understand why we haven't had it happen. It's so odd. If they just wanted to do a straight up, like, actual fighting game, they could do that. If they wanted to do a more silly platform fighter, they could do that. It basically makes itself, honestly.
Honestly, I'm gonna go for a more traditional fighter because to
Yeah.
me, the iconic Capcom crossover fighter is that Marvel versus Capcom style.
Right. And like Virtua Fighter is a very like serious fighting game broken down to it. Like I'd call Virtua Fighter nearly impenetrable, but it's not quite that bad. It's not quite that bad, but it's pretty involved. It's a pretty serious system that Virtua Fighter has. So yeah. I don't know how they'd make that work. I guess they'd have to do like the different modes, like they did with SNK versus Capcom, where you can decide whether you want it to play more like an SNK fighter or a Capcom fighter. So either way, I think it would be interesting. And I don't know why it hasn't happened yet. So weird. Anyway, back to some super chats. Zonic2099 asks, you're in charge of a Marvel TMNT crossover. But the catch is, not only is it canon, but Mikey alone gets stuck in 616. What happens?
Well, Mikey never really went to like a proper school, but this Xavier Institute looks radical.
And I mean, they wouldn't question him, really, would they?
Nope.
Not really.
Teenage X-Men, pick a generation, go back to the original 05, or the Morrison run, anywhere where there are actual teenagers at this school, and Mikey is part of them.
With attitude,
he is the party
right?
dude.
With attitude, right?
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay, just checking. Wait, no, that's a different franchise.
It's Universal. And yeah, Mikey brings what he always does, the jokes, the heart, and the ninjutsu skills, and he just fits in with the team, and it's great.
Mm-hmm. I guess... No. Never mind. It's literally in the name. Yeah. Being told that the turtles are mutates, not mutants, but the mutant is literally in their name.
In the title.
Like, what?
And given the color scheme, you totally need a Shredder-themed Sentinel.
Oh. Okay.
Not sure how this works canonically, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It also has a cape. It absolutely has a cape.
Well, yeah, obviously, Ian. You're going to tell me that it's a Shredder bot and it doesn't have a cape? No, I don't think so. Get out. All right. Raiderzilla1989 asks, in the latest announced Godzilla Monster Theater, Godzilla has been transported to the land of Oz. Cast the Toho Kaiju as the cast of The Wizard of Oz. Oh boy. I saw this and I'm like, this is real, apparently. This is happening.
Oh, it's real.
All right. Yeah. There's a comic that is literally Godzilla in The Wizard of Oz.
And he can follow the yellow brick road, but it's only going to take like 5 steps.
It is actually happening. You see the Emerald City with Godzilla. Just
not for long.
Right through it. Yeah, I know.
Please tell me he steps on the Wicked Witch of the West and the legs curl up under his foot.
I don't know that, but man. Okay, it's called the Kaiju of Oz. There we go.
Excellent.
Yes, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Yep. It's great. Wonderful.
I should be fighting all the little flying monkeys, and then a King Kong-sized flying monkey comes in.
Yep. Oh boy. Let's see. Who is... Huh?
I hope it's as fun as it could be.
I hope so too. But if we were going to cast the Toho Kaiju as Wizard of Oz characters. I mean, the Tin Man's pretty obvious.
It's got to be Jet Jaguar.
Yeah.
King Caesar is the Cowardly Lion.
Okay, yeah.
Who is Scarecrow?
That's hard.
Angurius.
Oh, yeah.
The lovable dumb one. That's Angurius.
There we go.
The Krillin of Kaiju.
Mm-hmm.
And Minya can be Toto. And he stays in the basket the entire time.
Does this mean Godzilla is Dorothy?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
And this particular adventure is Spines Light Up Ruby Red.
Uh-huh. Oh, man.
Glinda is Mothra.
Yeah. And what does that make the Wicked Witch? Ghidorah?
Maybe. I'm inclined to say Rodan, just for the flying. I know Ghidorah flies too, but
True. Or Batra. That's what I'm being suggested.
maybe.
Yeah. And also being suggested that Ozma should be Mothra, which I think either one works.
Why wouldn't Ozma be Oz?
No.
Great and powerful Ozma.
No. Yeah, Megalon. Megalon is the Gnome King? Okay. I don't know, man. Lots of silliness in this one. I don't know. I just hope that crossover is entertaining. I'm glad it's happening. I don't know why it's happening, but I'm glad it's happening. Anyway, here's one from Ozjammin. Some talks about recent media having no downtime with the cast, no filler between the main story beats. Thus I ask, why is there not a lot of filler, and what do you think could be done better?
Very broadly speaking, across all forms of media and such,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably because the budgets are so tight. You don't have any time for downtime. You know, any animation, any time spent with the actors and the film crew and whatnot is time and money spent. And if you are being forced to do a 5-episode season, he said, rolling his eyes so hard you could hear it, then you don't have time to spend with it. There's also an argument to be made that audiences have been so trained for the rapid fire media that they don't have the patience for it, which I find discouraging. I'm inclined to believe that if you produce something of quality, people will come and stay and enjoy it. And most of the detractors that you will see online are, at this point, either AI bots or like the people who live terminally online, and they're not really going to be your audience anyway.
Yeah. I feel like there's like a happy medium, but you have to kind of like, it has to be on a case by case basis. Like some shows I think benefit from a shorter runtime, while others could really use a lot more room to breathe. So it kind of just seems to depend. I don't know.
I mean, speaking structurally, what is the downtime doing for the stories and the characters?
Right, yeah.
Like, if this is something to break the tension or build the tension, is it a moment for the audience to take a break from the action or any major cathartic moments? Then those still serve a narrative purpose. If they are there to just explore the world a little bit and delve into the characters more than you necessarily would with the principal narrative, that's fine. But there is the legitimate question, is it necessary for this particular project? Like with Dragoon, that's something I wrestle with a lot because I would love to spend more time with the characters just being themselves in their world,
Yeah.
and you get to kind of live it with them. But I'm doing this all out of pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the story? You know, what am I accomplishing with this time and these pages? And some of that just has to be cut down and repurposed into light novels later on, maybe.
Maybe. Anyway, here's one from Hobo Joe. We've talked about Fox and Rayman. Do either of you have any thoughts on the Ocarina of Time remake we're getting? I think we talked about this a little bit last month, but it bears repeating.
I am nervous.
What's with adult Link's head on child Link's body? Why does child Link have massive head? What is going on?
Yeah. Bobblehead young Link does not inspire hope. The delivery of the trailer had this kind of schmaltzy faux Disney feel. And given what they've done narratively lately with a lot of other titles, I'm not super hopeful.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure people will like it though because it's Ocarina and this is what people have been wanting since, I don't know, 1998. Because the game came out in 1997. So, you know.
Maybe it'll be a solid game. I am immediately on guard when the big selling point is the realism. Because too often realism is mistaken for art direction or gravitas or quality.
I mean,
you can have,
based on the way Link looks, there's still clearly some sort of fantastical art style going on. It's not like it's it's not like it's that realistic.
No, but like, I don't know. I personally like to embrace the whimsy.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with simple colors and bold shapes if it serves a purpose, if it is evocative of an emotion or a thought. The fact that you can count the threads in his tunic is superfluous.
Yeah.
So, but it really is too early to judge favorably or unfavorably because all we got was a teaser trailer.
Yeah.
We don't know how significantly the world is going to be remixed. We don't know how they're going to embellish or revise the story. We don't know. There's tons of stuff that have not been revealed. I'm just saying that Tears of the Kingdom was a narrative travesty, and I am hesitant to see what that team can do with Ocarina.
I mean, maybe they won't change the story. Maybe it'll be exactly the same. I doubt it.
Yeah, because why would they ever reinvent the wheel? Star Fox!
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, back to standard questions for a little bit. Here's one from Ice Cream Fork. What if it was called Fortune Slap instead of Fortune's Lap? Who would be doing the slapping?
Everybody. It's just what you do on the interior of the ship. You're walking along the walls going bap 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 bap. Everyone's slapping on the controls. Pat 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 tap tap tap.
It was
slap that plate down on the table.
Mm-hmm. Who's Lissy slapping?
She just claps her hands. That's kind of like slapping, but nobody gets hurt.
Oh, okay. That's no fun.
It's two hands slapping each other, and that way she's not, touching anybody else. And it's fun because it has a rhythm.
Yeah. You're talking about this Fortune Slap, and I'm still trying to figure out who Dr. Ogun is. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. Anyway, let Lissy do violence, Ian.
No, she's the sweet little innocent cinnamon roll. She doesn't do violence.
Let her kill a man as a treat. Come on. All right. Hero Squad has one. Undertale, but everything is Australian, making it Down Undertale. How does it go?
Aw.
Is everything the same or are there changes?
It is 100% the same, except at one point, Sans calls out that they all have an accent. Can't you hear it?
Of course, of course. Nothing changes. All the same. I like it. I like it. All right. Radar the Main Wolf asks, Mr. Flynn, you've had the chance of interacting with Yasmin Omar Atta. Have you had the chance of interacting with Yasmin Omar Atta and Nick Marino at all? No particular reason at all. Just wondering if you've talked to other industry writers like you.
I'm trying to remember now.
I believe Nick Marino is writing a certain Godzilla crossover.
Right.
Are you trying to remember if you've talked to them?
Yeah, here's the thing. It's like, I'll do panels at shows, or I did panels at shows back in the day, and it'd be all these creatives, and we're like talking about what we've done in the past and what we would love to do. And, oh, we should totally stay in touch and network and stuff. And I don't remember. I'm so bad at this. So there is a non-zero chance that I've interacted with these folks. And the minute I get distracted by some other obligation, it falls out of my head. Which is not a slight to them at all. They're, I'm sure, lovely people. I am kind of like a chicken. It's whatever's immediately in front of me is what I retain.
You have a lot of things on your plate, to be fair.
I do.
Yeah.
But I've always been terrible at networking.
Yeah. So am I. Oh well. At least some people like us.
I mean, our whole thing with Death Battle, that wasn't mine doing. That was Kazi. 100%.
Yeah, that all came about thanks to Kazi and them helping out.
Shoot, this show wasn't my doing, really. It was, you and Lee. And I just happened to kind of stumble into it going, oh, wait, Kyle's that radio guy. I have an idea.
Yeah.
He happens to be in my immediate proximity. I can retain this thought.
Yeah. Good. All right. Emerald Fusion 266 asks, you've both been asked before about what Pokemon you'd want to have by your side, but which one do you think you're most likely to have, considering your locales and professions? What kind of Pokemon would you find in/near your homes and other places you frequent? Which would you most likely bond with?
I guess what would be around here would be like Squavets and Bidoof. So I guess I wouldn't have any Pokemon.
You sound very displeased.
Hate Bidoof.
What did Bidoof do to you?
Stupid wall-eyed rodent, the Zubat with 4 feet.
What did he do to you? He did nothing wrong.
Obnoxious ball of lint that's just there going. I'm not throwing a Pokeball. I'm throwing a rock. I mean Safari Zone.
So rude. I guess what would be around here would probably be Maractus or Cacnea.
See, those are cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
You know what? There might be Swallows around here. I could go for a Swallow. Those are cool.
The disgust in your voice when you said Bidoof. It's like, wow.
Probably some Pidgeys around here. Yo, if there's Spearows, absolutely would catch a Spearow. Spearow's the best.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it's a bird. They're kind of everywhere.
Yeah, it's a bird, but it's got like a buggy reptilian body, kind of, sort of. Fearows are okay too, but Spearow's just, I don't know. Spiro's always been cool. It's like, here's all these Pidgeys. Yeah, it's fine. It's a bird. Here's Spiro, the cool bird. Yes. Yes, thank you. Watch, it'd only be like West Coast. I'd be stuck with a friggin' Pidgeys.
How do you
Or
pronounce
P-dubs.
how do you pronounce this? Scoropie? Scoropy?
I say Skorupi.
Skorupi? That'd probably be around here.
Yeah, Skorupis are cool. Drapions are awesome. Goofy looking, but I love them. So you get the cool ones.
Sorry.
What do I get over here?
Yeah.
Bidoof.
Yeah, I also get 120-degree weather in August, so maybe don't be too
Fair
jealous.
Fair enough.
Don't be too
Yo,
jealous.
you'd probably have like Geodudes over there. That'd be great.
Or Onyxes. Yeah. Probably. Something like that. I don't know, man. That would probably be what we'd have over here. Yeah. Skorupi is pretty cool. I chill with Skorupi. Anyway, Emerald Fusion 266 is who just asked that question. Eway44 asks, if you wrote a Mega Man multiverse story with Classic X Legends Battle Network, Star Force ability, and fully charged, I love the show. I know it starts bad, but I love it. How would you do it?
Basically Mega Man Dive. Mega Man X Dive. There we go.
Uh-huh.
Which was a mobile game where basically the premise is it's its own incarnation of Mega Man, and all the various versions, their data gets downloaded into it. So you are free to interact with them without messing with any kind of canon.
I mean, that makes enough sense, I guess. I guess you just send them all to like Battle World or something.
And that's more or less what it was. And then you could have fun Capcom crossovers and alternate reality mix-ups. And I mean, I didn't play Dive to completion, and then it went like offline purchasable, and I've not gotten into that because honestly, it was a little grindy. Didn't enjoy the gameplay terribly much, but the core premise, all the possible Mega Mans downloaded into one universal digital arena. That was cool. I liked that.
Go ahead.
It's not original necessarily, but I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I don't remember what Mega Man X Over's story was, but I'm being told it's better than X Dives, so I don't remember. I know that X Over had a freaking kickin' theme song. That's what I do know, but I don't remember story.
I don't remember story. I just remember not being particularly wild over one's design, any of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Either way.
All I know is I managed to roll Vile and was just blowing stuff up, and it was fun.
All right. Manuel Axelot asks, what would you do if you found a mysterious egg?
This is a reference to something. I know it is, and I don't know what it is.
Don't worry. I don't know what you're walking into. I don't know what they're trying to make you walk into.
I mean, ultimately, it might be for naught because Stop and Swap never actually worked.
Okay, that kind of egg, sure.
Or once I wake the windfish, everything will be fine. That's another mysterious egg. Don't have any mana supplies around, so it's not going to hatch into an adorable little girl. What's other mysterious eggs?
There's these weird ones with like green spots all over them.
I mean, I walk a kilometer and it hatches into a Pokemon. That might be fun.
Okay, that's a different one. That's a different one than what I was thinking of, but sure. That's a different one, yeah. I guess Yoshi eggs aren't all that mysterious. You kind of know what they are.
Yeah, but dude, Yoshi would be cool.
I know, Yoshi would be cool and awesome and very helpful.
I mean, he's going to eat a whole freaking lot, but also rideable dinosaur. Yes, thank you.
Yep. Comes pre-equipped with saddle and everything.
Mhm.
I'm being told, also, by the way, circling back to a much earlier question, Ian, because Straub is back now. She wants Chipotle mayo with her chicken nuggets.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to upsize that for another $1.50?
Do you want fries with that? Or anything else? Let us know. She says, sure, why not?
No, I was going to wait for you. I wanted to wait to the end of the show to finish the order.
I don't know. She's still typing. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go to the next super chat. Bladed Fox 14 asks, one gets a remake and one stays in the past. Dynamite Ducks or the Bonanza Brothers? The world is watching, so no pressure.
Gosh.
I think Dynamite Ducks as a game is not very good. It kind of sucks.
No. Yeah.
Bonanza Brothers is actually pretty good. It's fun.
Yeah, and you could do this whole fun, like, kooky heist thing.
Yeah.
My heart goes out to the Ducks. You know it does.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Cartoon Ducks throwing dynamite only gets you so far. Bonanza Brothers could be a franchise.
Right.
That could be a thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yep,
you give it a
I
proper
agree.
Lupin the Third treatment. Yeah. A little bit of Blues Brothers, a little bit of Lupin the Third.
Some Spy versus Spy in there, you know.
Yeah. Give it that kind of fast-paced jet set radio gameplay.
Something like that.
Take it at your own pace, or be completely stylish and get stuff done. Yeah. There's more to be had there. You could take Dynamite Ducks and do something with it, but I feel like you have to bring more to the table.
Yeah.
Bonanza Brothers has more right out the gate.
Yeah, and you'd have to get the 7-Eleven license, which is not a guarantee.
Right.
But yeah, Bonanza Brothers, yeah. Here's one from Geo Knuckles. 2 anime, Evangelion and My Hero Academia, are finally crossing over in Rumble and Crossworlds and Godzilla. What are your thoughts?
What a weird timeline we're in, man.
I think they should put Godzilla in the car. I think they're cowards for not putting Godzilla in the car. Put Godzilla in the car.
Yes, but also seeing him in all of his glory as you drive by is really cool.
Yeah, but I mean, they have in Rumble, they have little like chibi size kind of Godzilla. He's a little squat boy. He could fit in a car. Yeah. Put him in the car.
Yeah. And Rumble had a stage where Godzilla was there in all of his majesty, so you could have your cake and eat it too.
Yes, you can have both. Why can't we have both?
You know what? He also needs to be a car on top of everything else.
Why not? Why not?
Big snarling grill. Big light up spine spoilers.
Maybe it's Mecha Godzilla as the car.
Okay, that works. That works.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take whatever they can do. Yeah. Just, it's so weird. I guess Evangelion and Godzilla crossover kind of makes sense. Especially if it's a Shin Godzilla. That would be the most sensible. But I kind of doubt it. They're probably just going to do normal Godzilla for that one.
Well, here's a question. Could All Might actually knock out an Eva or Godzilla?
Good question.
Like, is an entire United States of Smash enough to stop either of them?
I'm being told no, but
there's your power scaling question.
I'm being told no, but I don't know. I can't say. But I don't know. People can argue about that in the comments. Have fun with that.
United States of Smash, where if he misses, Deku and Bakugo will most certainly die. There you go. There's your escalation.
Okay. All right.
No, sorry, I'm just hung up on this idea of All Might just leaping through the air and absolutely walloping Godzilla, knocking him back a step. And then Godzilla recovers, just like the eye focuses first and then the head follows up. And you can tell he's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I want it. 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 I want it.
Godzilla beat Superman, apparently, so... Yeah. Yeah. All right, Doom Gundam asks, Ian's streamplay of Mario plus Rabbids series plus DLC, when?
Pony up the cash. I'll do it. I ain't doing it for free, though. I'll tell you that.
I'll play it. I don't own any of them, but I'll play it.
Well, here's the thing,
Figure it
Kyle.
out.
You'll play it because you kind of find them funny, and from what I understand, it's actually a good game.
And I enjoy
it's a
Mario.
solid
I could take or leave the Rabbids, but I enjoy Mario, so
They want to see me suffer, and I get it. I can be bought, but
I'm being asked what the exact cost is. And they sound ready to pay it.
Message Kyle, message me. We'll work out actual money if you're serious about this.
I mean, first you need the games.
Also, probably need new capture equipment, but we'll cross that bridge if we come to it.
Nah. You'll be fine. All right. Here's a question from Noni. So as about Voltron, Ian, how would you refresh the series for times such as these? Fair warning, it's already killed 5 studios in a row. Please use this one, not the earlier one. Is that a question? Is that a note for the question? It must be a note for the question.
Such is the power of Voltron.
It originally got cut off.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I missed that last half. I was cackling at the studio deaths, which is not something to laugh at.
Fair
but
warning.
It's the phrasing.
That's it. Fair warning. It's already killed 5 studios. Voltron. How would you refresh the series for times such as these? That's the question.
I did like the Netflix version until they rushed the ending. So that kind of spacefaring adventure would be neat.
Mm-hmm.
But that's already been done, so why retread that idea again? Maybe take a more science fantasy angle. Yes, I'm doing this again. And the lions are totems of protection, constants within the universe that automatically update with the times. And part of the story is discovering their incarnations over the millennia as they go from like fantastical beasts to stone creatures to the machinations machines that we see today. Not machinations, you illiterate. And
you over-literate.
And the pilots are let's start small scale. The pilots are all from one world, perhaps from like warring nations that come from different demographics. So one's the impoverished orphan who's been a victim of this warfaring nation, and the other one is the prince from said warfaring nation. You got your thief, you've got your eclectic recluse, you got the neutral territory. You play around with the geopolitics a little bit. So these 5 should not get along for any reason, but they have to be the avatars of the lions because there is an extraterrestrial threat or maybe a demonic threat from hidden deep in the planet. I don't know. Some universal antagonistic force that they have to unite or everyone is lost. And with the general message that borders are something that we create ourselves and we all are people deep down and we should all come together, and maybe this time the story of the lions will bring humanity together, or it'll kill a 6th studio, one of the two.
Yeah, probably. And our last super chat for now, we are still taking them. We still got half an hour left, so if you send them in, we might get to it pretty soon here. But this one is from Hero Squad. What are the pros and cons of power scaling? Are there any pros, Ian?
Like, if you're using it as part of your narrative device, sure, it gives you definitive parameters for your world and your characters. It immediately informs the viewer what the stakes are. And if you have an underdog victory, so long as it makes sense within the confines of your power scaling, it makes it even more exciting. You know, a come from behind win against an overwhelming force, or this particular character shows up and you realize, oh, things were manageable until this Joker showed up. Holy crap, how do you deal with him?
And sometimes it's literally the Joker showing up.
Yeah. So if used as part of your narrative construction, it can be a viable part of how you tell your story, establish your world, and inform your viewer. The cons are when fandom takes it entirely too seriously.
When they use it to try and win an argument online, yeah, basically.
Yeah, when you treat it like a hard science, when you take away the fun of what it's supposed to do and just treat it as a calculus.
Yeah.
A plus B equals Superman wins. It's not fun anymore. It's engineering.
Yeah, like Death Battle's kind of fun. It's fun because they want to do the spectacle of it all. You know, these two forces coming at each other, and they're just doing the power scaling as a way to kind of justify these two fighting without one just immediately curb stomping the other. Yeah.
Right. And it also, again, contextualizes who these characters are and what feats they can perform for those who are not familiar with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it rationalizes their decision. And the potential fun of these debates is, you know, going through those criteria and validating or invalidating them, saying, you know, this makes sense, this doesn't make sense, this is inaccurate. And that's for fun. If you're just having fun with it, nothing wrong with it. When you get mad over it, when you lose friendships, when you are fighting with people online about it, then it's a con. Because
when you're going to the creator to try and validate your power scaling, maybe calm down a bit.
Like, it's not real at the end of the day. It's all make-believe. So don't waste a worry over it. Just enjoy what we have here. Again, I don't mean to mindlessly consume media, but also don't give yourself an aneurysm over the power levels.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, back to standard questions. Here's one from Mr. Sonic Gino. Have you had ideas of a classic version of original Battle Network characters at the time you couldn't use them? I'm a little confused.
Run that one by me again.
By this. Have you had ideas of a classic version of original Battle Network characters at the time you couldn't use them?
Okay. So the question is characters that were original exclusive to Battle Network, but given the classic Mega Man universe treatment.
Yeah.
No, because one, I'm not as familiar with Battle Network, so I couldn't tell you who those exclusive characters were off the top of my head. And two, when I was doing the Archie series, my fixation was on the established original games and what little original work could help bridge those or expand upon it. If we had gotten to, like, I don't know, Mega Man 8, 9, beyond, when things start getting a little more open. Like, because 6 is kind of like the end of Proto Man's mini arc, so to speak. 7, 8, and Mega Man and Base are all bases kind of thing. And then 9, 10, 11, I'm going to assume 12, are all fairly standalone. There, the world kind of opens up a bit, and we could start bringing in such ideas if Capcom allowed. But that is not something I had like fully considered.
Alrighty. GameTune605 asks, if a Mega Man spin-off game or animated miniseries had Proto Man, Quake Woman, Vesper Woman, and Kalinka Cossack as the protagonist / playable characters, what happens?
You play as them.
I mean, I think I would take that.
I mean, Proto Man, we've already seen what that gameplay is like. He's got the shield, he's got the slide. Sometimes he's got a copy chip. I think sometimes he doesn't.
I wonder what Kalinka would play like. I know she has a more of a role in X-Over, apparently. So
yeah, but I feel like that's still more narrative. I don't think she has an active role.
Yeah.
Maybe you know what would be kind of neat is if you're playing as Kalinka and she has like this remote of some kind that can take control of whatever enemy robot is immediately within range, and you play as the enemy units. And you can only control one at a time, so you have to be very cautious of who you gain control of and how best to utilize their attacks. And they have the same HP as they normally would, so if the little bug bot gets blown up, okay, it's out of the way. You can grab whatever blew it up, possibly. But you're also in danger. So that could be kind of a fun puzzle management angle. Quake Woman, I think we said in a different show, because she was meant to be a surveying robot, give her Quake Drill the ability to go through certain tiles, certain floors, so that she can like maybe tunnel around, circumvent certain obstacles or enemies, find alternate routes. And I think we toyed with the idea that she could, like, if you played through a stage with her first, those routes would remain so you could follow. And Vesper Woman, flight. Let her fly.
Yeah.
Flying and shooting.
Fly.
Just beware of the spikes on the ceiling.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What is this?
And
Gradius?
What's the story? Dr. Wily kidnapped Dr. Cossack and Dr. Lalinde and stole something, and the others are going to stop him.
Yep. And for some reason,
really don't need to bake the noodle on this one.
And for some reason, Rock's not there. Rock's busy doing something else. I don't know what.
He's in space.
Maybe he's in a certain other blue guy crossover. I don't know.
I mean, him and Shovel Knight, it's due.
True.
Come on, Yacht Club, make it happen.
Yeah. I'm more inclined to think that's Capcom than Yacht Club. I'm sure Yacht Club's ready to do it as long as Capcom is. All right. Birth by Nightmare, not Birthday Nightmare. As a writer, how does it feel when a fellow writer takes an existing character with their own solid background story and origins and they just toss it aside and do whatever they want?
I haven't really experienced that, to be honest.
Well,
there's been characters that I've wanted to go in a certain direction, and those who picked up the baton have gone in a different direction, but they've done it within their own rationale. It's not like they've completely ignored what I done and went wholesale another direction. It's always been, this is how I interpret the character and how I want their story to go, and that's fine. That's part of the job.
Yeah. What about when it happens in something else that you've not worked on? Like, a character you love.
Honestly, like if the original if the preceding story went in a direction that I didn't like, and the new writer comes in and goes, "Yeah, it was dumb. Start over." It's like, that's kind of disrespectful,
But at the same time, it was needed. Yes.
it's a course correction, which is a little hypocritical, I guess. But and then there's also, you know, oh, I really liked this direction, and then the next one comes in and it's like new direction now. It's like, and we're dropping the book until you move on. Best of luck to you.
Mm-hmm.
And ultimately, well, not ultimately, I guess, to a degree, that's just part of the nature of Western serial comics. And not every writer or plot line or direction is going to appeal to everyone. And so you just stop picking up the book, which is fine.
Right.
You know, let that run fail or succeed on its own merits. Let it have its fans. Let them enjoy it for what it is. And give it a shot when the next creative team comes through. See how you like that. And maybe you enjoy it. Maybe that's what gets you back on board. Maybe that's what you collect and get involved with. That's fine. That doesn't necessarily invalidate or diminish what came before or after. I do feel like, at least, I think we're getting away from the original question, though. I feel like if you are going to pick up the torch from somebody and go in your own direction, whether that's because you personally want to see something new, you didn't like what came before, it might be editorial direction. You know, our sales started to tank and nobody liked this. Fix it, fix it, fix it, fix it. I still feel like you should try to honor what came before and make that transition logical within the story as best you can. Like back in the Archie days, there was talk of just doing a full reboot.
You're
And I
right.
was like, no, can we please try to just course correct? Please, please, please. Grew up on this, loved this, really devoted to these warts and all. Can we just make it work?
Mm-hmm.
And it made for some very fast-paced and decisive decisions.
Yeah.
But they were made with the intent of still working with what had been established before.
I do think
So-
it's funny that you still have a reputation for killing off characters, even though you stopped doing that like decades ago.
Well, you know, I'm also the guy who makes Family Guy references all the time.
I
when
knew
it's
it. I knew it.
Just
You've never even watched Family Guy, have you? Really? Outside of clips.
that's the problem is you get one person angry and they present a 30-minute hyperbole video on YouTube and that's what everybody watches and that becomes the truth. It's
Okay. You have killed characters. It's
Yes.
just not. It's not so frequent as it was when you first started.
And here's the thing, if I had done it callously and mindlessly,
Yeah.
nobody would have said a thing. It would have been, oh, they're dead, whatever. I made you feel something. I made you hurt.
You
You're
made
welcome.
he made you like them before he killed them. You're welcome.
Welcome to my dungeon. There is no safe word.
I'm in here with you.
Take that
No,
one out
you're
of
in here with me.
And the Rorschach is a little old place where he and murders people.
Yes.
Rorschach, baby. The cat is staring at me like, what are you doing, you absolute goofball?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. They're calling you a goofball. I know what your cats are like. Sure. I don't even know which one is looking at you funny, but I already know either one. It doesn't matter. All right, Quaggle Gaggle asks, considering how involved she is with all that you do, Ian, what's it like to work professionally with your spouse?
Sadly, we have not been able to collaborate as much as in the past due to her various conditions. I know it frustrates her immensely as well.
Yeah.
But it is very good to have someone that is on your wavelength who isn't afraid to tell you this needs to change, but has a legitimately good reason why. Or even if it isn't like this is structurally wrong or logically wrong, it's not vibing. Why is not vibing? And you can just talk it out and go, okay, let's fix it up.
Yeah.
I wrapped up the script for book 2 of Dragoon. I'm like, okay, it's done. Lee, tell me how to fix it. And we went through it and it's like,
yeah,
okay,
basically.
This line isn't working. This reference isn't working. This is taking me out of the moment. This is grammatically wrong. She's so much better at grammar than I am. Holy crap.
Yeah, that tracks.
And then when we got to a very particular moment, it gets real quiet and she goes, "That's really good." And it's like, well, I now feel perfect and impervious to all things.
Good.
So, yeah, now it is done and ready to go because she's put her seal of approval on it. But
good.
It's very good to have someone who is good at their craft, who respects you as a creator, and who is compatible with what you're creating so that they get what you're trying to do, but aren't blind to where corrections need to be made.
Yes. All right. Here's one from Dat Cartoonist Guy. Foreign reads Lissy the Railway series books at bedtime, which leads to her begging to go to a Day Out with Thomas event. Would Foreign give in and take her? Would the rest of the crew go too?
Yes and yes.
They would be dragged along.
Well, drag nothing. Are you kidding me?
What?
Like Foreign
Wind wants to go too?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding? You get off that tiny ship and go somewhere and see something. And Lissy gets to be adorable. Oh, she's all for it. She's the one who got the books.
Okay.
And Foreign's like, oh, you're paying for books out of your own pocket money and encouraging her to read. Wow, this is a wonderful turn of events. Why, yes, let's have this wonderful bonding moment. You plotted this from the beginning. And Wind just cackles. And Foreign is a nervous wreck because anytime you go out in public, you have 2 Dragoon right there. That's kind of hard to do without being, immediately arrested on sight by the horrible state police. But it's fine. It's fine. They have their priorities. They have their checklists. They know what to do. Lissy, don't hug the train, sweetheart. Get down. And Jumpman's just laughing because that train has a face. That one has a face too.
Good.
You
Thanks,
tell
Jumbo.
me there's planes with faces. Utterly ridiculous. You're talking rock. That's racist.
Oh man. Why'd you have to go there, Ian Flynn? Why'd you do that?
It's not racist. You're a different species. So it's specious.
Species.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
So you're still a bigot. Well, it's only for comedy's sake. Sure it is.
Yeah, of course. All right, we've had a super chat come in. So let's go ahead and do that one real quick. This one's from Qatar Station. Let's continue the Alia and X switcheroo from the previous stream. What would happen in the Mega Man X4 and 5 scenario with Alia being the main hero instead of X? Well, I guess X would have to constantly pop up on the screen and interrupt you while you're trying to play the game, interrupt you with tutorials. Stop that.
X as a navigator wouldn't necessarily be wholly out of character. I mean, he wants to help.
No.
He's off the front lines.
Yeah.
He might pop in more than once to say, did you really have to kill that one? And Allie's like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's dangerous, but he had a family. No, he didn't, X. Get off the mic.
Shut up.
He navigates her to a certain point and goes, well, you know what they say, X marks the spot. And she's like, ha ha, good one. And about the third time through, she's like, X, you should have quit while you were ahead. Yeah, sorry. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
No more.
Mm-hmm.
4 was Repliforce
Force,
and the
yeah.
Hunters getting pit against each other.
Yep.
All because of that super mysterious cloaked fella with a chin.
Can't imagine who that is.
See, I love the core premise of that story, but having giant Grim Reaper Sigma sitting across the table going, I'm totally trustworthy. I understand that all the Reploids are kind of funky looking, but come on.
Mm.
See, I don't remember how X treated that kind of pseudo civil war, but I think Ali would know from the get-go something's up. Like, these two forces have always been kind of jockeying for legitimacy against each other, but all out escalation, no, something's wrong. And unfortunately, she's going to have to get to the truth by gunpoint. 5 was the meteor disaster.
Yeah,
right?
I think. Then the is that the space elevator one? I can't remember exactly. X4.
No, the colony collapse.
The space colony. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, do you blow it up? Do you? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
She'd be very proactive on that one. Like, I think she would just say, build the cannon. Well, there's other options. Build the cannon. There's lives on there, and it's tragic. There's a lot more lives down here. And if it hits, the continuity is going to get really stupid until at Mega Man Zero. Build the cannon. Shoot it.
Yeah, well, I mean, X6 will happen, and that'll erase that, so don't worry about it.
Alia, we've discussed this. You can't keep installing meta programming into your logic resources. X, navigate. Me, build cannon, shoot cannon. Save world.
I don't know why I was thinking the space elevator sort of thing was in X5. That's more X8. I knew it was space related. That's kind of why I thought that, but yeah, that's all. Anyway, I do like how proactive she is. All right, here's one from Gail S. Going back to standard questions. Oh, this one's for me, but I'll read it. Kyle, I heard you were a big fan of Arcane. Now that it's been some time since the show ended, what were your overall thoughts? How about you, Ian, if anything?
You go first. It's addressed to you.
Okay. I enjoyed Arcane. I feel like season 1 was a lot stronger than season 2. And I was kind of annoyed that there were some things from season 1 that I felt were kind of either glossed over or wrapped up real quick in season 2 that I didn't really enjoy. Let me think about this a little more, Ian. You go ahead.
Pulling up the IMDb because I can't remember any of the characters' names.
I think that's where I'm at too. It's like, wait a minute, hold on. What were these people called again?
I enjoyed it, but like you said, season 1 felt tighter overall.
Yeah.
And the resolution to some of the characters and plot lines felt a little rushed or a little unearned.
Right.
I've said before in the past, I love Jace. He is such a wonderful trash fire of a character.
He's such an idiot, but it makes him entertaining, and it makes him so tragic. Yeah.
Yes, that's the thing. He's so well intentioned.
Yeah.
He really does want to do the best for everyone, and he overcorrects every single time. And the one time he gets it right is when he surrenders all control.
Mm-hmm.
When he says, I'm here to support you. Tell me what I need to do. I give up control. You make it work with my assistance. And it works. It saves the world.
Yeah.
Victor. This I remember we said in the previous episode. I adored Victor. His whole arc. And he's like one of the very, very few times, I can't really think of anywhere else immediately, where your antagonist has the good intention of saving the world and bringing together humanity, and his obliviousness to the cost feels genuine. He doesn't feel like I have gone full-blown evil and I can't understand why everyone is fighting against me. He legitimately seems like he cares, and his rationale makes just enough sense that he doesn't feel completely lost and obnoxiously malevolent. And when he sees the result, what he's going to do and how it's a bad thing,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't try to justify it. He doesn't try to rationalize it. He doesn't go, no, you just don't understand the vision. He's like, what have I done? Whoopsies. And he backs off. And I love that so much.
Yeah. I feel like they did a good job with Vi and Jinx and reconciling them and their sort of relationship. I feel like they didn't need to, spoilers, sacrifice Jinx in the process, but it kind of worked.
Jinx.
What I didn't like,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, what I didn't like about season 2 was Vi and Caitlyn's relationship and the way that they handled that. I feel like season 1 handled them a lot better. There was a lot more going on in season 2, and I think they got the short end of the stick. Those two specifically.
Their dynamic was fun. I liked them coming to understand each other through the circumstances they went through.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like the romance angle was earned at all.
Yeah, it was kind of...
Especially
weird.
the whole... she let Jinx out of jail on purpose. That's not her character. That doesn't make any bloody sense. And Jinx, I don't like how defanged she was in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like season 1, she completely gives up all tethers and becomes that agent of chaos. And it doesn't mean she has to necessarily be bouncing off the walls all of season 2. Having her find her way back is fine. I just don't feel like we ever got that. She went to absolute extremes and then just kind of was defanged.
Yeah. It just felt like things were a little too breakneck paced, and it was not enough time, not enough space to tell everything in a satisfactory way.
Yeah,
which
the big
was kind of
war invasion thing halfway through season 2 is like, we're being invaded. What? When? Why? What?
Why? But what? Hold on. Yeah. Overall, I enjoyed it. It's a beautiful show.
Yeah.
But it looks amazing. And the design work and the animation and everything is gorgeous. But I feel like season 2 kind of didn't really stick the landing.
I think it's also important to stipulate here that just because it wasn't perfect doesn't diminish the show universally.
Right. They're still entertaining. There's still plenty of great stuff. It's not like it was a bad thing. It's just season 2, I felt like wasn't nearly as strong.
No, it's still, I think overall, it's still a good watch.
Mm-hmm.
Excellently acted, beautifully animated, like you said. The high points, I feel like, eclipse the low points.
Right.
The low points are just kind of it could have been better. But the high points for me resonate far more. Like, I'd go back and watch it again.
Right. Yeah. Actually, I wonder, because I didn't watch season 1 again before watching season 2. I wonder if watching it all in one go changes anything.
I think it would knowing more about what the relationship was between Silco and Vander,
Mm-hmm.
seeing how much they hate each other in season 1 would be even more heartbreaking.
Yeah, that would probably help a little bit, I think. Among other things. All right, you want to do one more, Ian?
Yeah, let's do one more and we'll wrap it up.
All right, here's one from Hazy John. If you two ever managed to create a movie, what type of genre would it be? And would it be animation or traditional 2D style? Or traditional 2D style? Well, it could be animation. If it's animation, it would be traditional 2D style. Maybe they mean like live action, animated. I don't know. They may have got cut off. I don't know.
Well, number 1, what kind of movie would you want to make, Kyle? Like let's pick a genre first. Do we want to do something lighthearted? Do we want to do something melodramatic? Do we want to do something comedic?
I don't know.
We're not doing a rom-com. I hate rom-coms.
I don't know. Are we doing BumbleKast the movie? I feel like we've already done that.
I think given our particular strengths, a comedy with your occasional sprinkle of drama.
Yeah, maybe
work.
like an action dramedy. I don't know. How do you...
All right, action dramedy.
How do you say that? I don't know. Dragoon the movie.
We'll call it We're inventing a genre. It's the action dramedy.
I'm sure it exists.
We
could do horror and you be the one who makes the... who freaks people out.
I mean, I'm not opposed. I don't mind. I don't like being on the receiving end of the spoopy. I will dish out
but
the spoopy.
You will make it. Yeah, you will make it.
Yeah. And you know what? I've recently, this is a small tangent, but I recently kind of fell off of playing Mina the Hollower because I think it found my threshold where I don't mind the horror so much. The creepy settings, the nasty monsters, the cost of life, the viscera. That one's not so much a turn off on me. It's the scary.
The jump scares, literal jump scares, yeah.
Literal jump scares are an immediate deal breaker for me because they are lazy and I really, really don't respond well to them. But the actual terror, the apprehension, the tension of the moment, the fear. I don't like the fear.
The knowledge that it could happen again at any moment.
Yeah, it's like,
but you don't know when. But you don't know when.
It's like roller coasters. I don't like roller coasters because that is a constant state of fear. I appreciate the construction of them, the engineering side. It's fascinating. I don't want to experience it. So when doing horror, I'm good with the horrible part. I'm not good with the scary. So, and I think that's why when I do delve into it, I'm actually not too bad at it because I don't shy away from the horror part. And I know what scares the bejesus out of me. It's going to scare other people too, law of averages. So I just write what scares me. Anyway, let's not do a horror movie. I don't want to do a horror movie. We're doing an action dramedy.
Okay.
And now the question is, what is the medium? Are we doing live action? Are we doing animation? Are we doing puppetry? Mixed media?
Puppetry is kind of funny.
Puppetry is very funny. And it's not just a thinly veiled way of me wanting to work with the Muppets.
No, of course not.
Well, I think in the spirit of their question, they wanted to go something more animated. So now the question is, are we doing traditional 2D cel-shaded animation? Are we doing fully rendered CGI 3D? Or are we doing a hybrid of the two where it's technically 3D assets, but they're rendered in such a way that it looks like traditional 2D, which is becoming more and more common as that kind of ArcSys styled presentation becomes more understood and utilized.
Right, yeah. Or like Arcane used also.
Yeah.
That. Yeah.
I'm inclined to go that route.
Yeah, me too.
Because the traditional 2D is gorgeous. It is a particular art form and style that just cannot be replicated.
Right.
But the 3D models are so much more economical. And being able to find that middle ground visually with the faux 2D is kind of the best of both worlds.
And it's easy to adjust as you go along. It's not like you're stuck with what an artist rendered. Basically, you can go back and edit things and change things without having to do any major overhauls.
Right. And
So,
because it's animation, which is a medium, not a genre,
correct.
we can push the envelope. We can have more down to earth moments. We can go full psychedelic goofy if we want to for the comedy moments.
Mm-hmm.
We can take camera angles that you cannot do in real life to up the action or the drama of a particular moment.
We can have some sick
So,
car chases and do some things
we
you
could
couldn't do in
absolutely
real
have some-
life in animation with it.
Or stuff that live action films do animate anyway. It's just
Right.
it looks really realistic. So they say, oh, it's like real life. No, it's not. It's animated.
Yeah.
Just because it looks real doesn't mean it's not animated.
Yeah, most big
There's a Lion King
most big blockbuster tentpoles these days are more animated movies than live action at this point.
Yeah.
Especially for the action scenes. Yeah.
God, there was this whole campaign with the Lion King where they're like, well, yeah, it's animated, but it looks so real. I'm calling it live action. That's not how it works.
No, it's the other. It should be the other way around. You should be calling
fully
everything else.
animated.
You should be calling everything else animated.
All right, so I've gone on like 2 tangents now. We're doing
Doesn't matter.
an action dramedy that is faux 2D CGI,
Okay.
and it sells 2 tickets because we both go to see it.
Because that would be we're the only two that go see it. All right. Well, we spend a lot of money on this for the only ones to see it to be us.
Well, I mean, they paid me a lot to do Mario and Rabbids. Might as well spend it somewhere.
Okay. The cast and crew don't even get to see it? No.
They're like, oh, we saw it enough making this.
Yeah, we don't.
Mess.
We don't need to go see it.
It becomes an underground cult classic. Everybody loves it. Passes around the bootleg DVDs. It's the only thing that exists after humanity collapses.
At what point do people throw spoons at the screen?
Halfway through the movie, just an actual filmed version of me steps out in front of the green screen and says, okay, wait. Sorry. All right, here's your chance, guys. Pick and jockey. And then walk back out.
But we're still the only 2 people who actually go see it.
We have to throw a lot of spoons, Kyle. We got to make up for lost time.
Yeah, that's true. All right. That's it. That all we got?
I think that's plenty.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this early edition of BumbleKast Live. The next one will also be early in July. We'll let you know when that's going to be. We'll probably return to our regular schedule come August, but we'll see what the year brings.
Yep. Next, actually, I want to say, Ian, next month should be July 11th. That would be the
July
latest.
11th.
That'd be
Okay.
the latest in the month we could do it.
Okay, July
So-
11th, next BumbleKast Live. Mark your calendars. Earmark your super chats. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies.
3
Tell your
weeks from
pets, I don't
now.
care.
So come back. And ask
And we'll
more
do
questions.
this nonsense one more time.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you again for Jennifer R. for managing all the wonderful questions you guys sent in. Thank you to Katsy for managing the social media. Thank you to JR Unbound, who's going to make all of this navigable later. Thank you, Kyle, for reading all those questions as per usual.
Thank you, Ian, for answering all these questions as per usual.
It's what I do. And thank you all for your support, listening in, asking questions, super chats, all of that jazz. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and we will see you next time on the BumbleKast.
Don't put those spoons away. Stop. Don't.
Have to kill Bidoof. I have to kill it.
Poor Bidoof. What did he do to you?